teams are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Minnesota Vikings.
Into the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Carry for Kenyon Drake. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. From the gun, Winston. Looking long for Thomas. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Vikings! A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Dolphins 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Space to maneuver at the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Cook. And the Eagles are going to stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Throwing his lock on third down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll start the drive with Drake. One pass midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
He's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see what the call. So a decent game, ball for nothing on the building.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Going quickly here to Thomas. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
2nd and 7.
Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Jameis now on first down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Geno Atkins got home that time.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On play action, Winston. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Block off of play action. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. That's caught at the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. He's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. If you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
On 3rd down, Winston. Complete to a running back, Kenyon Drake. first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
6-yard line.
On first down, Drake. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2.
I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. That's out to the left and complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Off the play fake, Winston. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And it's 2nd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Jameis again. Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Lock. Airing it out. Looking for Ridley. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example. Another incompletion.
To throw on 3rd down. Lock. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Here's Locke to throw. He's down Burton here. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Cook on the toss left. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Alec Ogletree on the tackle.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
At the Vikings' 43-yard line.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing now is Locke. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And I do believe this is going to line up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team. Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Locke eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Locke. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up fourth down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Thomas on the return. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
18-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Winston. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. At the line ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Starting the 3rd quarter with Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the 2nd half.
Cook on the first down carry there as he works his way forward for a gain of about 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield, here's Locke. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. That one goes for 24 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup. And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. They look to throw. It's Locke. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Locke taking the snap at 1. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down again. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
The 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Right back to Drake. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running, it's Drake. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw now. Winston. And a first took out with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Drake. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
He was brought down.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Winston. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Winston now. Over the middle here to Brown. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll keep it on the ground. Richard, and he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 18-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run on first down. Drake. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They stay on the ground with Drake. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down, but they are in field goal range already. Now Drake. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming.
A 27-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. He's back to throw. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Now Locke. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big play there for Miami. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Locked to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. And sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this? And he can't get through. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
A.J. Brown, incomplete. Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. It's complete. So there's one big play followed by the timeout as we're under 10 seconds to go. And now how do you play it offensively? We'll find out. Play fake. Winston. He's going to let it fly. And the pressure there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Miami, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. I'm Brandon.